Hello, SimTheWorld here. We are back playing The Hunter, Call of the Wild. We are on the latest DLC map, the Terra map, or something like that. It is in New Zealand, it is a national park, and I have still not learned how to say the name. But with that said, I have decided to... So last episode we were chasing down that level 5 feral goat. We unlocked this outpost location, and now I want to head over to this outlook. That way we'll enlighten this area, see if there's any markers to be had, and we'll go from there. So I'm probably going to be drifting my way up this way instead of a direct path. There's a mountain here, so I don't want to traipse over that. This also does feel like it is Turkey territory. And of course, finding some nice high-leveled turkeys would be a lot of fun. But they're really small, so just like the rabbits, kind of hard to tell. So I know just from what we were watching, or what we were hunting last episode, the level 2 turkey is 7 to 9 pounds. So this is probably the same deal. What we want to keep an eye out is for any of these tracks that are larger. So if they're larger, that probably means it's a diamond. Or it has the potential to be at the very least. Again, don't quote me on sizes. I've still not opened up Google to see exactly what they are. But I kind of think that's part of the fun of it, is trying to figure out, you know, what size is going to be the best scoring, what levels there are. As we've kind of been able to infer, the largest level feral goats is level 5. Because they told us the diamond rank is at 208. The levels usually rank between 1 to 3, 1 to 5, or 1 to 10. As for the small game like the rabbits and the turkeys, those really do tend to stay around the 1 to 3 range. You see that with the geese and the ducks. However, for the mid-range game, you'll see it go 1 to 5, and it's for the large game, you really see the 1 to 10 being fully utilized. The red deer would be 1 to 10 on this map. I'm not sure if anything else is large enough for that. I think the next largest thing is the fallow deer, and those top out at level 5. I think it's rank 5. I don't think they're levels of animals. It's just easier to refer to them that way. But I'm not seeing any more tracks. Let's see where we are on the map. I'm going the wrong way. You want to keep going up this hill. And if I go the right way, I start seeing tracks again. Would you look at that? The fact that they're blue means they're the same turkey we've been... Maybe it's just one turkey running around circles. We keep seeing that same track. Yeah, 7 to 9. Wow, if we ever shoot this thing, there's going to be no turkeys left on the map. Let's keep moving on up. What's that? Oh, I was too slow to get that call, but that's in the wrong direction. Honestly, I'm hopeful for this lake. But we got some climbing to do. And of course, since we don't have the high ground, they'll make any shots that much more difficult. I always hear that noise and think it's an animal call. But I don't think it's an animal in this game. Otherwise, you'd see those bars come up and you'd be able to identify it. If you guys are familiar with what sound that is, what animal makes that sound, please let me know. I'm very curious. Maybe it's just a tree frog. Maybe it's a weird bird. Maybe it's some sort of spooky animal. We got some more tracks over here, so let's see what's nearby. Well, the blue ones are that same stupid turkey. Which is very interesting. Like I said, I think it's running circles around us. This thing is all over the map. Let's see what the other tracks are. Yeah, very old droppings. So it is turkey territory. So the droppings will tell us how far behind we are. That does help in tracking too. The tracks do eventually disappear. I want to say it's after 30 minutes of real time of the animal going by. It might be more like an hour. Needless to say, if you are tracking an animal, they do last quite some time. However, if you're just starting to track an animal and you're all the way back there, you've got quite a ways to go. Let's see. Yeah, we were moving up this hill. I need to get up this hill and start getting some better angles. We're not going to be able to shoot anything like this. So there was a turkey mating call over on the side here. Just curious. Let's check over this ridge and see if I can see anything. It might be a ways away. Pretty hard to see. Again, turkeys are small, so you're not guaranteed to really see them at all. But if there's a mating call, it must be nearby. But it could be on the other side of this hill again. This is not the greatest area to be trying to hunt. There's a goat called. Oh, there's some goats down there. It's a level 4, level 1. Not seeing anything of any size. F4 is kind of running. We'll let them be. Let them be just this once. So in my experience, if you follow the roads, you're not ever going to see any animals. Which shouldn't come as a big surprise. They rarely cross. I guess we did just see a couple of goats crossing the road over there, but they could have been spooked. They could have hurt us. It's just not their natural environment. Need locations usually tend to be grouped. They're not traveling long distances. So if we go to lakes, start at lakes, find the drink locations, then you can follow the tracks from there. Come around the time that they're supposed to and start tracking them. Find some herds to track. There's all sorts of ways to play this game. Yeah, we got some tracks over here. But the lake is just on the other side of this hill. I'm going to come up to it a little slowly. See if we can't catch something taking a couple laps out of the lake. Ooh.
Jemmy, is it? Little fellas will make you work for 'em. They're sharp as with top sensors, and you better believe that once they spot you, they'll be out of there over tricky terrain before you can say, goat antelope.
There's a feral goat. Couple of them, but they're only level 1. Not too interested in level 1. You guys get along. Show us where the bigger ones are. Something over there. I thought there was. Could have been a tree branch playing tricks on me. I'm also interested in what this new animal is. Still level 1. Goat's not afraid of anything, I suppose. If I wasn't worried about what's on the other side of this lake, I'd take the shot, but... Alright, let's see if anything is camped out around here. I'll pull out my binoculars. Because chances are anything near enough to shoot would have been spooked. Sometimes you can see the shores on the other side. Like over there. There's a hunting stand. That's a good sign. There's probably some drinking locations. What about over here? No animals to speak of. Interesting. Kinda depressing. I was hoping for something a little more interesting, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. Making my way up this mountain to get to our outlook location. Could have took the road, it's a lot easier, but as I've mentioned, you often don't see as many animals. However, it appears going up the side of the mountain isn't much more fruitful either. I've not seen any tracks, not heard any calls. So, we'll keep moving up. This isn't as exciting as I had hoped, though the scenery is just absolutely gorgeous. And of course, I guess we did see some animals already. Just didn't shoot them. Well, we might not have hit any huge animals this episode, but we really did get a gorgeous view of this map. Like, this is why I love this game. Even when you don't get any good animals or any, you just get this view. You get the scenery. And of course, we're not all the way up to the top yet. We still got more to go. I'm trekking up the side of this mountain trying to climb it. But the graphics in this game just truly astound me time and time again. It's so immersive when you're trying to play this game. And it's such a beautifully detailed game that it's hard not to get lost sometimes. Get lost in the time, in the scenery, in the environment. But enough chatter about that. We still have some distance to cover. And I don't think we're going to see any goats up here. So you never know. Maybe something's up top. We shall find out in just a little bit. Ha! Would you look at that? That's the outpost. But I think we'd get better scenery up top here. This actually might be the highest point on the game. Wonder if there's anything interesting up here. I'm going to run up here and take a look instead. And this is where we're going to wrap up for our episode. Alright, so I had to spam some jumps up this mountain. But it does look like this is a central point where we can cross there and cross into different territories. Looks like there's a bridge off in the... Oh no, that is a lake, not a bridge. But yeah, you get the full view of the full DLC map. I don't even know why that's an outpost location. Send us up here. But I will go unlock that in my downtime, or maybe we'll do it next episode. We'll see, maybe there's some animals to hit, there's a tree stand there to do. Yeah, hopefully we start stumbling into some better animals, but again, this is the scenery I play for. This is why we do it. So with this, thanks for watching as I simulate my life, one game at a time. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates to future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks, and I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.